Welcome to the Metaverse, Chase Reality. In this short video, I'm going to try and break down essentially the role and requirements needed to get you through your 8-hour day. To begin with, we require you to log into the homepage. To do that, you'll need to go over to www.chasereality.co. You can see it up here very clearly. Once you're on the homepage, we require you then to register. By registering, it's essentially a sign up similar to Facebook. You'll be able to supply us with an image of yourself, a short bio, and of course your name. Then we know who it is, when you're logging in, and essentially how long you've been there. The job in short is that of a tester. You're just ensuring that the site is working, such as the images are changing, the portals here are working, and of course when you click them, it actually goes over to the links, the linked pages as required. Now, sometimes you may find that the links may take a few seconds, such as it did there. It was about 3 seconds, or it can be as long as 15 or even 20 seconds, depending on where you are in the world. These sort of things will speed up over time, so please don't worry and try to be patient. So essentially, this is the metaverse after clicking that green portal. All we require you to do is spend roughly 2 to 5 minutes per page all the way through the website, and then move over to the social network. So the social network group is over here on Facebook. We also require you to sign up to this. We need you to join and invite roughly 15 to 20 of your own Facebook friends per day within the month, each day. To be able to get the link directly for that, we simply go back to the main homepage by clicking Chase Reality at the top. We'll scroll down just a little bit, and here it says join the official Facebook group. Just click this link. Once you do that, as long as you're logged into your Facebook, you can join and then invite 15 friends. So essentially, just to super simplify this again, we just require you to spend about 5 minutes on this page. This is to do several things. One, it gives us updates on our Google Analytics. It lets us know that when you're spending 5 minutes on it, we'll be able to see that. And it means that the site is actually serving up the information in real time for us. That's more really information for us on the back end. It lets us know that everything is working fine when you give us a final report at the end of the day. In short, you'll just simply message the curator via the social network, which is up here. We'll get to that shortly. And you can simply say that you're starting your day, and when you're finishing, that everything was fine, or that perhaps loading times from page to page were X amount of time, such as 10 seconds, 20 seconds, depending on where you are in the world. These things then let us know what we can update and improve on the site. So again, in short, what you're doing is you're logging onto the page, you're looking at it each day, and you're just going to scroll through and make sure everything looks right and that the words aren't suddenly pushed out of the borders or jumbled. Ensuring that the portals are still spinning just fine, and when you click on them, that they actually go to the pages. One of the most important things is that you learn about the site and the metaverse and exactly what it is and how it works. This is important for several reasons, but the main reason is that you are in essence an extension of us, and by working with us you should really understand what it is you're reading, so it's not just boring text but informative to you. Again, so we simply spend a little bit of time coming down here. I think we spent probably, I'm just guessing, between 2 and 3 minutes on this page. That would literally be it for here. And then we would say, click on this portal here, taking us into the metaverse. Now, as you do each of these things, we want you to spend, again, roughly 2 to 5 minutes per page. Now, this is the main metaverse page. If you scroll down here, you'll see there's nothing here, so do not worry. And you'll see a lot of information on this side here. That, again, is for the social network, which we'll come to shortly. So once you've spent your 2 to 5 minutes here, You'll then be able to go back home. Here we go. And once that's loaded up, simply move down and make your way over to the next portal, or you can choose to go to the official Facebook page, which you should have signed up to, and then you can choose to actually make a post such as good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Metaverse community. Great to be here. Something like that, showing that we are a friendly community, and it just shows support and ongoing content is being created. Going back to the site here. So same thing here, simply click on this portal and this will take you to the Metaverse, but in Texas. Now I'm just trying to take you through this quite slowly, so it might just be a couple more minutes, but we're essentially there. This is all we really require you to do. So try to have fun with this, try and enjoy this. So with this one here, this is a little bit different from the first Metaverse that you saw, which had arrows in this area here. Here you can click on these pulsing circles, and what that will do is allow you to move around, and you can click on the screen and look around. Now all of this sort of thing will actually change and grow over time. So there's that sort of thing to look forward to as the Metaverse itself, or the platform Chase Reality, grows. Now once you spend again 2 to 5 minutes on here, you can spend up to 20 minutes, but do not do one thing, which is to simply click on it, leave your cursor and don't do anything, because the back end will actually inform us and let us know nothing's happening, and then that's detrimental to us via Google, where by you using the site, testing the site, it helps us to also rank up and draw more organic, real traffic to the site and grow. So essentially your job is to ensure everything works on every page, every tab for X amount of minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and that in turn also helps us with Google. So spend some time, enjoy it, and these things won't get boring because every week we'll be updating them, and there'll always be more virtual spaces like this to explore. Going back to home for the last time. So on here we also have many partners such as Kylie, as you can see the image across to the left. We'll come down here. Kylie here, she has her own meta space. So I've just clicked her portal. And this is a little bit different. It's very similar to the Metaverse, but this is private space. So even you who have signed up and is working with us, you can actually request a space like this. And in Kylie's example, she is an artist. These are real images of her art. So you can grab that. We can actually just take a look around in this space. Essentially, it's like a replication of outer space. But in a 3D environment. So yeah, so just take a look at this, enjoy it. There's lots to see on this site. Again, try to spend a minimum of 2 to 5 minutes and just really get to know all aspects of it, because your feedback is absolutely essential to ensuring that we fix any bugs, any functional issues, and of course, if you can suggest any improvements, we would love to hear back from you. Now, not clicking on home this time, you can actually see there's a drop down menu if you're on desktop. If not, you will have a little arrow and it will be on the top right under a couple of lines, and that will actually give you the drop down menu. You'll be able to look through the user guide, which is actually for new users coming on for the Metaverse, the About Chase Reality platform, so the whole Metaverse platform, discover Metaverse, partnerships, yada yada, it goes on. So moving finally into the social network, again you can explore all of these things, but the two main things are here. So the social network here is essentially our own version of Facebook, but based on privacy. So the Metaverse Chase Reality does not hold or keep anybody's personal information, nor will we promote it, sell it, because we don't hold it, so we can't sell it, and therefore nobody can. If people put information about themselves onto the platform, that is for them to show, and that is at their risk. And by risk, it just simply means that they've decided that they're happy to have it there. So don't obviously put anything like a phone number that you don't want somebody to have or see. This applies just as much to you as anybody else. So now we've clicked on the social network. Since you've registered, signed up, and you're logged in, you'll actually come to this this here. This is like the main wall of Facebook as a comparison. You'll be able to see the latest updates, and in this case, on the left side, this is a Kylie's post for a piece of art. So this is quite a nice post that she's actually put, and it's all about her artwork. You can expand it by clicking on more. Again, really get into this and spend a couple of minutes on everything, and it will be kind of the same thing every single day. You'll be able to scroll down here and see all of the new members. And again, this is how everything will simply be presented. It's all nice, it's all basic, it's very simple. We also have groups such as the community feedback group, and this is where you can also post mini reports which you think the community should see, such as, hello community, the site's a little bit slow today in this country or that country. So for example, if you're in America, simply say in Texas, America, or if you're in the Philippines, you can say Manila, Philippines, Manila, Toronto, Canada, London, UK, and so on, depending on where you are, if you wish to do so. It's not a requirement, but if you want to really get involved and show your contribution, you can absolutely do that. Moving all the way up here now. So essentially that is the basics of that, and you're also just trying to take note of everything that's sort of here and how it's worked, how it works. So we have, again, recent posts, recent comments. So these comments could be anywhere from in blogs to actually comments on people's private posts. Currently we are not logged in, otherwise we would have our own wall and everything that's been posted with all of our friends. As for friends, I'm just going to move down here because we want to see the right side. You can actually see members here. The curator here, very important, please send a friend request to the curator. So as long as you're logged in, you can click here on the curator. You just scroll all the way down. If you're on a mobile phone, you have all of this information, and at the very bottom will be this, the members list. And you'll see the curator. Click on the curator and send a friend request, and then a private message every time you start your day's work for 8 hours and at the end, so we know that everything's fine and that you've actually logged in. Please do not miss a day, because that could be deductible. Not will be, but could be. Very important. As for work days, because everybody is living and working in internationally all across the world, as long as you put in a minimum of 8 hours, and that can be split up in 1 hour, half hour here, half hour there, 3 hours here, but it needs to be full time on the site, not log in for 30 minutes, simply leave your cursor and go away, because the system will know that you have been dormant. So please try to be dedicated. It's super easy role, and is constantly updated, and there's just simply lots to do. Essentially treat it as if your role is to enjoy Facebook while in the comfort of your own home, or wherever it is that you may be. We of course have things such as crypto rewards, wallets, and Sol Token, which is our own currency. Yes, you can get involved in these. Yes, you can earn from these, and this is why it's important that you go through these. However, your payment will be made atypically, such as PayPal or the likes, and of course once you message us and you've signed up, we can go through that through the private messaging. The meta blog, this is simply an area for all blogs posted via the admins, such as the curator, Kylie Yang here, and other members. We also have security side, a security partner, and their blogs are very regular and very, very interesting. So do spend some time having a look at those. And if you'd like to share those blogs across Facebook and such, that time will be considered a part of your time. So do feel free to do that as well. So in the long and the short of it, that is essentially what we are looking for you to do. Now, the last thing is you will typically from time to time see ads. These are Google ads, and it's essentially how we fund the entire platform and of course how we pay you. These will usually come up at the bottom down here, possibly up the top, and they'll have little arrows you can click on and they'll go away. Also, when you maybe click on a link or something like that, or another page, perhaps a link up here, a portal link, or maybe some other link further down, or in the social side, it may have like a flash pop-up ad. Now, we do encourage you to click on these ads if you're interested in them. And if you're able to click on these, say once every 30 minutes, or ideally once every 30 minutes, whether that be 5 minutes past the hour, 6 minutes past, please make it very random so it's not considered a bot and would damage us on Google. Now we can't enforce you to click on these ads, which is obviously how we make money. But we would encourage that if you do see an ad and it's of interest, it benefits you, it benefits us greatly. And of course, at the end of the month, it's where most of the contribution comes to actually making payment to people. We like to be very, very transparent about exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, and encourage more people to sign up and utilize the site as a site tester. And that would probably be just about it. So if anybody has any questions, please do feel free to, again, message the curator, which is going to be under the little alien on the right side of the social network, which we'll just go back over one more time. So we'll just scroll down here. Here we go. So the curator's here. So private message to Curator if you have any questions or queries, and within an hour or so, if they're currently offline, such as at the moment, the Curator is not online, but the Curator is typically online every hour to every 2 hours, pretty much guaranteed. Ask them all the questions you like. Remember, please be polite, because the Curator is, of course, the curator, the founder of the entire platform. And just to very briefly wrap it up, register, log in, fill out your bio, spend 2 to 5 minutes on the platform, click all of the links, spend 8 hours, full 8 hours throughout the day. Remember to sign up, join with the MetaVerse Facebook group, invite 15 to 20 people per day, make any post that you'd like here. To simply say hello to the community each day, at least one post please. And then when you're signing out of the platform, when you're logging out, just send a final message to the curator to say that you're done. Now, I think it's taken more than a couple of minutes as we would have liked. However, we want to be super clear, super transparent, and we are always here for all of you to answer your questions. Thank you ever so much for your time, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye for now.